Hello. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I am still trying to adjust. Oh my gosh. I thought it was fixed. Sorry about that. Hi Courtney. Okay, I got my iPad on. How are you guys doing? It is Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday. By the way, my rehab is getting softer. Oh, that's great. I know it's not very soft from the get-go, but I'm glad to know that it is getting softer for you. Hi. Hi from New York. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Okay, this has been a long time coming, and I briefly wrote out some things a couple of days ago to jog my memory of all the things that I had in my head as far as when I started this. Hi Lori. When I started making the designer series. And I just wanted to share on that because it's something that's been very important and I've been wanting to share on, but I just haven't really written it all down, and it's been over a year. So I am probably going to put it on my website. It'll be the first story that's actually getting in there, I think. But I just wanted to give you guys here on Periscope because I've been asked several times and I keep putting it off, and I just figured I am just going to get it down now. So this I probably will erase this because I am totally winging it. I just haven't really had a whole lot of time to sit down and put it all together. And like I said before, I didn't want to miss something. And so I still may, but I'll have it in written form at some point. Anyway, so let me go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about the designer. If you're new to me, my name is Rowena. I am the maker and designer of the Sojourner Traveler's Notebook. Basically, the whole reason I do the Traveler's Notebook is because, yeah, thanks, is because I like travel and I like documenting life as it happens. And so that's my tagline. Anyway, I'm just going to show you real quick. The designer, if you are not familiar with it, it is one that has an off type of piece on the pocket. And it's a one-off, actually. And anyway, there's a whole story on it and how I came about it. And so I'll just start. Last August, it was around August, we were about to go to Hawaii, and my family was going to have a vacation for a couple of weeks. And right before that, I remember someone had contacted me, a customer, and asked me to make them a traveler's notebook. And I can't remember the exact conversation on how it came about, but somehow she had said to me, well, oh no, I think what it was is that I said, you know, I have a new design that I haven't been able to make yet. And so I was wondering if that's something that you might be interested in. And she's like, yeah, I would love for you to design something. And I trust you. I remember her saying that. And I kind of was taken a little aback when she said that she trusted me, because she really didn't know me. Not very many people knew me at that point. I just came onto the scene, I think around March or April that year. It was in 2015, last year. And so that kind of threw me off a little bit. And I thought, wow, she actually trusted me. And so I thought, wow, I must be a designer now. You know, she wants me to design her something. And then as quickly as I thought that in my head, as it quickly started to expand, I was reminded that ultimately the maker and the designer is God Almighty. It is not me, it is Him. And so when I was reminded that things just started flooding in to where a lot of symbolism I found in what I was doing that really fit in that whole, in our relationship with Christ and God and who He is. And so I wanted to go ahead and share with that. And so when it's called a designer, please keep in mind, it's not because it's something special that I did. It is really the Lord, and that's who I give the credit to. So what it was is that for a long time when I was making the notebooks, I started making, like I said, in April, I had the little, on the sides of some of the skins, there's sometimes there is a jagged piece. And I hated to waste anything. And so, and I always thought they were kind of cool, but at that time, I wasn't really thinking of what I could do with it. And so I was saving a bunch of them just because they're remnants. And I thought, someday I'll be able to use this. And it had been sitting around at my desk. And that's kind of how I came up with it. And so basically it's a remnant. If you know anything about the Bible, it talks a lot about different remnants that is on the earth or he has left. And one of the ones in Romans, and he talks about God, well, actually, I believe it was Paul in Romans. He talks about how God leaves a remnant, and it is by grace. And I'm reading some things here so I don't forget. Love how you give him the glory. Thanks. Where it said, it's in Romans 11, and it says, at this present time, there is a remnant chosen by grace. And grace to me is, sorry guys, what has been everything to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to do this. And to me, it's huge. I wasn't saved until I was 28. Anyway, so it's huge to me. And being a remnant, a remnant is something that was found valuable. It's not something that the maker wanted to discard because he found a future use for it. And so to me, that remnant is something really special. Sorry. So anyway, so, something that started out with trust, and that is the trust of someone for me to design something. And then God reminding me about the remnant that he's left and that he has chosen, and that, that he's using for a special purpose in the future. And so that is a lot of what this notebook is about. And then, it's a one-off, meaning there's no two alike in it. And it is very unique. And just like we are as people, we are all unique in God's eyes. And he loves each and every one of us. We're all different and unique, and yet we are made in his image. And that's what the Bible says. And so, so I thought that was really cool. And the different color bands, like I said, I was going to Hawaii. I was about to go to Hawaii. And when I made it for the person, I thought I'm going to make one for myself, and that's what I'm going to take to Hawaii. And so I was trying to think, if I remember the story straight, I was thinking that I would like to put a red stitching around it. And I did not. This was the first one that I made for myself. And I did not because I wasn't sure how people were going to take that. And really, when I got to Hawaii, I remember showing one of my daughters, my eldest, and I said to her, this is a new notebook that I designed, and it's called a designer series. And she didn't know anything about it. I didn't explain anything. And she just said to me, she goes, it would be kind of nice if the thread was a different color, because all the ones that you've made before are pretty much tan and brown, and so it'd be kind of nice. And ding, right away I thought I wanted to put a red one on there. And I'm not sure if she agreed on a red one, but I just thought, since she said that, I thought it sparked that in me, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put a red one. It doesn't matter whether people like it or not. And so basically, that's why the ones that I make today, after that one, I made this one, which has the red mark, the red thread on it. And so then I also was putting a red cord around it. And then I thought, I'll let people choose what cord they want around it if they want to change it from a red, because again, we're all individuals and we are all unique in God's eyes. And so that just kind of shows our individuality, whatever color that we choose. I'm going to just turn off my iPad here because it's distracting. It's not even helping anyway. So that's mainly it. And then also the fact that it's a reclaimed item, and again, before I was before I really knew who Jesus was, I was lost in my transgressions. And I had my own set of morals and standards. And yet when I came to him, I feel like, I was a reclaimed person. And that the pocket to me holds me and protects me. And so that's why, one of the reasons why I put a pocket on there, it's kind of cool, and it's just a reminder of that. And let's see, what else do I have here? I think that's about it. So anyway, and that's why I wanted to share that, just the symbolism of it. Now, I am not one to look for signs and symbols all the time. I truly do not. But the Lord, I felt, when all of this came about, just opened up that door for me so that I can, so that every time I look at it, I will be reminded of his grace and of the remnant. And again, there's a lot of references on the remnant in the Bible. Look it up. But anyway, so that's it. If you guys have any questions, I am going to take this off. I'm sure, but I will write it up, and it's going to be a little bit more, you'll be able to comprehend it a little bit better. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was not even totally prepared for this. I've just been so busy with orders and trying to get it out before Christmas comes. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, and let me look over my notes real quick if there's anything else that I missed. I don't think I did. So anyway, all that to say, the designer is specifically for that purpose. And people have asked me if I would change the thread around it, not knowing what the story is. And I basically just say, no, that's what the design is with the red thread. And so now you guys know why there is a red thread on it. And again, it's that, I love how you name everything from the Bible. Thank you. I do. And again, that's from the Lord. And I mean, the whole thing is, as you all know, that a lot of the funds go towards missions, and so that's kind of my goal. And those names, a lot of them, I really truly believe he gives me. I think this is raw and real. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Oh, yeah. It's too real. But anyway, so yeah, so that's why I think, it's just, it's cool. I love it. And I always remember that, and a lot of times we discard things that are maybe not useful or we don't think are useful, and God doesn't treat us that way. He always looks at us, especially if we accept Jesus as our Lord and Savior. He looks at us, he looks at us as cleansed, and so it's just really neat. Did you explain retro chairs? Excited to receive my first. Oh, great. Did I explain retro chairs? Yes, I did explain it before, but I'll explain it again real quick. I was a photographer, and at that, oh no, wait, first it started as a, oh, you're welcome. I hope it made sense. Anyway, I was a, vote, keep it. Okay. So I was a scrapbook designer, and at that time when I was doing that, the retro look was really in, and so I just kind of did a play on word, which is Ro for Rowena, and so I just, because I liked the retro style, I put retro with a W at the end. Blessings to you too, Tasha. So I called it the retro, or yeah, retro. And so when I became a photographer. I used it. And then when I started Instagram, I actually started by taking pictures of textures, because I see textures in everything, and I kind of think it's cool when when you go close up or do a different angle and all of that. You know, I like the texture. So that's what my Instagram account was going to be about, textures, different ones. And so I started doing it that way, and because of that, I called it Retro-tures. I am not religious. I'm not sure where I fall really, but this is eye-opening to me. Love your work. Oh, thank you very much. You are welcome to email me, and I can share more with you. That really touches me, because the whole reason I do what I do is because once I was lost, and now I see. And I truly believe I love people. I want everybody to be in heaven with me someday. And that is why I do what I do. And that is why my husband lets me do what I do. It is my little way of, in a sense, preaching the gospel without really preaching it. And so you are welcome to email me if you have any questions. Is the designer the A5 with a pocket from Ibex? No, I am sorry. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Are you talking about this one? This is Ibex, and this I made for, it's our studio notebook. And this is Ibex, but I no longer have Ibex. Sorry. But yeah. So, but it does come in all the other ones now too. You know, like in the Tola, I make the designer also and all of that. And so anyway, so that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Meeting at Eureka Burger in 20 minutes. I cannot read who is saying that. Oh my gosh, is that my husband? My eyes are blurry now, I can't even see it. Oh, I love you too. Let me see. I'm sorry, for sale. What's for sale? Okay. Wow, this is really small on this iPad phone. It's your daughter. Oh my gosh. You are not supposed to be on here. I'm going to tell all your secrets. If that really is my daughter, it's my oldest one, and she's here in town. And so we are supposed to be going to dinner, so I'm going to have to get off soon. But anyway, one day maybe she'll come on. Can you do the field notes with a pocket on the front? Yes, I can. But anyway, my daughter Krista, very proud of her. One day maybe she'll come on and say hello to you guys. She's very witty and very funny. Last night she had myself and my husband in stitches. I think I've told you guys before, she works retail and she is in management, and she was just telling us all kinds of stories on what happens at a very, very busy store. So she's just really funny. She has my husband's humor. Dry but funny. So anyway, you guys have any other questions? Do you have any questions on the new leather or anything? The Tola? I'm getting quite a bit of orders on that. I don't think I can get on Periscope. Yes, you can. But anyway, it's either that's my daughter or my husband, because I think they're both together. Hey, guys. So anyway, do you guys have any other questions? Now's your chance. The A5 and the classic Ibex for sale, but you answered the question. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Tasha. I am going to go and talk to them, though, my suppliers, about the ibex, because I've been getting a lot of inquiries about it. I guess because I've shown, people have seen this one, and so I'm getting a lot of inquiries on it, and so I probably should. Maybe she's making sure you don't tell secrets. Oh, she knows I won't say any secrets that she's not wanting me to share. I basically ask them first usually. But anyway, I've been getting a lot of inquiries on it, Tasha, and so I'm probably going to ask them if they can make them for me, and ask the tannery to make them for me, because they're actually making the Levi for me. It was something they weren't going to continue making, and when I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are getting rid of Levi when I wanted more of it, and there was zero. And so they told me that they would go ahead and go to the tannery and have them make it, and so they waited for me to give an okay on the color, which was surprising because it's not like I buy that much. But anyway, they just wanted to make sure that there was someone who was going to be interested in it. And so bring the ibex back. Okay, I will try. I will talk to them. When I see them next time, I will bring the sample and let them see it, and then maybe they'll make something very similar, or maybe they already have something similar I've just not seen. So anyway, other than that, you guys have any other questions? Tomorrow is the last day to place an order to hopefully make it by Christmas. I am trying to get everything out by the 15th because I need to take a break and I need to spend time with my girls. One of my other daughters, I think I've told you guys, the younger one is going to Israel in January, and so I wanted to have some time with her. The turnaround time is about 10 days, yes. There were a few that were a little bit more than that, but right now we are at 10 days. We're doing pretty good with that. And so, yeah, but tomorrow's the last day to place an order to really try to get it there by that time. By Christmas. Again, I do my best, but you know, sometimes things happen. Alyssa is actually working with me now 3 days a week, and so yeah, we're hoping to get a lot of the order sent. If I have an order that's not sent, am I able to buy another item and merge them together? You know what, I have been allowing that, and that happens quite a bit, but it's really, really kind of difficult for me to be sent together. I should specify. It's really difficult to do that because as I'm going and I'm building these, I go by the dates. And so I do it one at a time. And so then what happens is when I have to go back and make changes on the invoice, it just takes time going back and forth on the email, et cetera, et cetera. So I have been allowing that. But I really would kind of prefer not. However, I want you to be happy on what you purchase from me. And so if I can, yes, I will do it. Just email me and let me know. If you don't hear back from me, it's because I am in full production right now and I'm super, super swamped. So if you don't hear back from me, then I will just figure that it's going to happen, and if it doesn't, please forgive me because I try my best, but you know, a lot of times I am not even able to answer emails until I get home at night because I'm trying to produce during the day. So yes, go ahead. So my answer is go ahead and do that. I may have to put a stop in it in the future, but right now, you know, I want to help you guys in however way I can. And so if that makes it easier for you, then go ahead and do that. And like I said, if I don't answer, just know that it'll probably happen. And if not, then sorry. But I will try to answer. I mean, I try to answer my emails. It's just sometimes it takes days. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm just ignoring it. I really am not. It's just that I'm trying to produce. And so I concentrate. And so Ani and Babette are actually making fun of me because I have not been on Instagram And so they're making fun of me because they knew that if I'm not on Instagram saying a whole lot, I'm probably super busy. And right now I am at that point. And so they're making fun and saying that, and I said, I am posting. And they're saying that reposting does not count. But I think it counts, right, you guys? Who's with me on that? Reposts are posting. That's why it's called repost. Anyway, okay, guys, I will go ahead and let you go. I need to get over to dinner and meet my family. And so thank you so much for spending the time with me and listening. And just thank you for your support. I mean, I am so blessed in so many ways, and you guys bless me in so many ways. And I love receiving emails telling me how you're using your notebooks and everything. And so I'm just really grateful for all you guys, and I really am trying to get everything out by the 15th. And so with that, I will let you guys go, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.